Do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers truly own us? You know, Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Before I get into the meat and potatoes, I got to let y'all know this video was brought to you by Sleeper, the Sleeper app. Running the game right now, man. The best betting app that you're going to find out here right now. They putting all the content creators in position to make you guys use the code at the bottom of the screen to get $100 on your $100. Mine is LBSBMVP, and it's just like no other. You definitely want to take advantage of the Sleeper app, and it's going to change a few things up for you, man. Best betting variety in the business, quick and easy withdrawal process. Nobody does that but Sleeper, man. Use code LBSBMVP, get $100 on your $100. Let's get to it, man. So how imperative is it that Jalen Hurts finally slay this dragon that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man? We all had this one circled on. We had this circled on our map way more than we had the Rams game circled on our map, to be for real, man. It's like, I'm not gonna say it's no bad blood. No, it's no bad blood. They caught us a couple times without AJ Brown. They caught us a couple times not full strength. They just caught us a couple times, but it didn't stop us from going to 2 in the last 3 Super Bowls. It didn't. You know what I mean? It didn't. I believe had we saw them in the playoffs, we would have beat them. The Commanders ended up beating them. But you know what I mean? It didn't stop us from doing what we wanted to do. But in the back of Jalen Hurts' mind, knowing the competitor that he is, he ain't forget what Todd Bowles said. Todd Bowles was running around saying he can't read defenses. He ain't forget those things. And those things light a fire under you when it's time to see the opposition. The Rams had plenty of bulletin board material. They was ready. They wanted to come and get at us, pause, and we were able to defeat them. Whether it's in LA, whether it's in Philly, in the playoffs, not in the playoffs, we can beat the Rams. We have to go out there and put belt to ass against the Buccaneers. I want to go on the road and blow the Buccaneers out. You know what I mean? We know about Mike Evans not playing. We know about some of the guys on our squad going on IR. So I think it's about even. I think it's about evenly matched up. I know that defense is hungry, Tampa Bay. I know our defense is hungry, Philadelphia. We want to get after Baker. We want to do what we're supposed to do. And the Philadelphia Eagles offense needs to compound. You know what I mean? They need to compound on, you know what I mean, the good second half performance. They just need to do it, man. You know, so without further ado, these are the keys to victory, to beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Sunday at 1 o'clock, and which I think is one of the most anticipated, you know what I mean, week 4 games of the early football season. Everybody's been tuned in to Philadelphia Eagles football, Philadelphia Eagles games. Obviously, we dropped the banner against Dallas. Then we went up against the Chiefs. Then the thriller against the Rams. And this one should be no shortage of excitement in this game right here against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll tell you that, man. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to give these guys a heavy dose of Saquon Barkley. I think Saquon Barkley is due to break a big 50, 60-yard run this week. We got to keep chugging along with Saquon Barkley for sure. We got to get back to the basics with Saquon Barkley. Let's start running him outside again like we used to, you know what I mean, at the beginning of the season last year. I think Saquon Barkley was, at this point in the season last year, around 5 yards a carry. Now he's at 3. We got to get Saquon Barkley out in space. Yeah, he can run between the tackles. We know that. But let's get him off tackle. Let's get him off guard. Let's get Saquon Barkley opportunities to make guys miss. Let's not just run him up into Vita Vea. We've done that 3 weeks now, bro. Kevin Patullo got to use Saquon Barkley the way that he just saw Kellen Moore use him. Use Saquon Barkley the correct way. Passing game, all of that. That's key number 1. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that's the first thing that you do, but if you really want to help Saquon Barkley out, you come out aggressive in the passing game to start this game. You come out and make them respect you. You come out and make them show you a light box because they're afraid of what Jalen Hurts is capable of doing with his arm. You make them respect you. You make them back off of the line of scrimmage. That's what you do. You give out a nice, healthy dose of A.J. Brown in one-on-one situations. You just play fluid, complementary offense. You mix up the run and the pass. The offense has to be like we saw in the second half if you want to beat these guys. It has to be like you want to see in the second half if you want to beat these guys. Sad to say that Jalen Hurts might have finally earned the trust of Kevin Patullo as if he had to, being the Super Bowl MVP and the guy playing in 2 Super Bowls. But, you know, maybe he listens to what Kelvin Batulo and this all-star cast say. Maybe he listens to what the guys got to say. Maybe he finally does that. Maybe he finally gets his head out of his ass and listens to what the guys got to say, because the guys got a message. Listen to your guys, bro. Listen to your guys. And I want to see sacks, man. Sacking Baker Mayfield is another key in this game for me. I want hands on Baker. I don't want Baker to be able to sit back there clean in the pocket, because Baker, although he's not a running quarterback, Baker will run the ball. Baker will try to run a linebacker over. Baker will. You got to hit Baker. You got to make Baker think twice about some of the stuff that Baker be doing. Chris Godwin is returning into the fold for them. It's a lot of things that we need to do to come away with this win. 2 3-0 teams. I know Todd Bowles might think that he got our number. He might think he our kryptonite, but at the end of the day, we have to get over this hump. I feel like this is a hump we have to get over, because I had us probably like 8 straight games until we took our first L, to be honest. But playing the Rams and the Buccaneers, that is a tough task. That's a tough task. And winning in the fashion that we did, it should definitely galvanize us. I'd be surprised if we start off slow. And continue your streak of being 100% in the red zone. We're the only team in the National Football League that's 100% in the red zone. Continue your streak. Continue your streak. We know what to do. We know how we could beat these guys. We're also getting guys back in practice. Zach Bond. I think I seen Zach Bond with a knee brace on. I was a little taken aback by that. Adoree Jackson is back at practice. You know what I mean? Guys are back at practice, man. But with Nolan Smith down, where do we get that extra oomph from the rush game from? I'm excited to see how Vic Fangio is going to adjust with Nolan Smith out. And we know Vic can adjust with the best of them. That's what Vic has been doing. But Adoree Jackson, Jahad Campbell, and Zach Bond, they're back practicing. That's good. 9 times out of 10, that means that they're definitely going to play. But we got a lot of stuff that, you know, we still got to clean up as a 3-0 ball club. And that's the perfect place you want to be in. So, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Todd Bowles the kryptonite of Jalen Hurts? It would appear so. But you know, one thing I will say about kryptonite is green.